morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, hump day, like they say to where I come from. Put a hump in your back and roll. 5:20 in the morning, and we have a pretty decent day set up today. Nothing so much early in the morning. We do got some earnings. We have absolutely piece of shit Alibaba, and we have how in the fuck are you this high above 70 Uber reporting. Perhaps Uber might pull a card out of the NVIDIA playbook and call all of the cars that the Uber drivers have as assets. Don't know. Haven't seen the report come out yet. CVS is going to be reporting as well. Another complete piece of shit. I wonder how much the costs they're going to report for all of those 800-pound acrylic boxes that they're putting those $1.60 bags of Dorito chips inside so people don't steal them. Tonight, PayPal, another one. Walt Disney, another one. ARM, haven't looked at for well over a year. Same thing with Win. I will. Anybody wants to trade it, absolutely feel free. Scott's Miracle Grow. There are so many natural products that are created just by nature that you don't need that shit. Trust me, I'm growing fucking bok choy and cabbage right now. They're just sprouting out. Tomatoes, I'm starting to harvest tomatoes I planted 2 months ago. Anyway, it is what it is. Yesterday, before the open, we had Lily and Spotify. I'll go over those after the market. You had Snap, total piece of shit. CMG, another one of those ones where, there's like 40 million shares outstanding. That's it. It's a very, very small share. And we loved CMG years ago. We used to trade the hell out of it down in the 400s. Up here at 2,500, man, you're completely wasting your fucking time, man. Leave it alone. If you want to go have a sodium overdose, go to Chipotle and go order, one of their safe and healthy natural burritos. So you only get you get double the amount of sodium that you would out of a Big Mac, but you can at least feel good about yourself. So anyway, today we have pretty much nothing in the morning, absolutely nothing. 11 o'clock, we get Fed speakers, 11:30. Very, very, very important note here is at 1 o'clock today, we have the U.S. 10-year auction. Extremely important about that. For 2 o'clock, we get Fed Bowman. 3 o'clock, U.S. consumer credit. Another monkey wrench that you want to be well aware of over here playing the zero DTEs. But the zero DTEs, they are the same thing. As you see there on the front, you saw yesterday morning, 49.20 puts, boom, 300%. Later in the day, another 100%. But then I did not put this as an alert. I want to make that clear. All I kept talking about was 49.61 is open. 49.61 is open. That's all I said. This 23-point range yesterday will put the biggest coffee addict to sleep. It was so fucking lethargic. But what you did wind up getting there on the last 20 minutes of the day on the 49.50 calls, you remember we played the 49.50 calls there on Monday, got 500% on them. 49.50 calls in the last 20 minutes of the day went from 30 cents to close at above $3.80, 1,100%. Now, again, we didn't make it to 49.61, but that's the magnet that it is going to be attracted to. And there again, I'll get to this in a second. Over on the spread room, Only Rice, dude, you nailed it, man. So proud of you, bro. Pulled off the 49.65, 49.60 credit yesterday at $2. Took on the full credit at the end of the day. Like I've said, 49.65, 40.60 is going to be the go-to all week for risk. Keep in mind that 49.61. As of an hour ago, you were getting $2 credit. Are you going to get a little bit better than $2 credit? Possibly. So on the alert room at 4 o'clock, I decided to wait until 4 o'clock because I didn't want people to get cluttered up into this. But the NVIDIA video that I shared 5 months ago that I took from Nobody Special off of Twitter and I went and shared it to make sure I could share it with everybody. That's the kind of due diligence that I built my reputation on, that I was doing prior to now conducting this orchestra marching band that we have of an active real-time chat room. I just I don't have the time to go out there and dig into SEC filings, but that is my drug. I love it. They deleted all of that data off of X, off of Twitter. It's all gone. And now all of a sudden it's breaking news over on CNBC and MSNBC how all of these different commentators now are out there talking about, hey man, you know what? There's something fucking funny happening over there at Nvidia. They're taking money and they're giving it to these ghost companies. And then these ghost companies are giving it back as orders, and they're shipping over the products and they're using it as collateral. It is a fucking Ponzi scheme. And yesterday there was a little bit of wind to that, as you saw that drop on Nvidia from 709 down to just below that 672. AMD took a bigger brunt of a hit off of that. But it is showing there's holes in the wall. There's always a something to point the finger to whenever you do get that major market move. Even years, presidential years, everything has been covered, and we are going into that window. New moon being on Friday, OPEX week being next week. We're going into that window, and then Nvidia is going to have to, they have no choice but to actually discuss this in their earnings call, which is coming up the week after that. So quickly onto the charts. Eli Lilly, a lot of you guys don't trade it. I only know of two. Eli Lilly, big move up off the earnings. The gap fill back under 700, absolutely fantastic. Boom, got your drop down below 690. 680 is your next gap, and from a big, broad, wide view, this thing has been an absolute monster. My opinion, personal opinion, is you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here, with this being the impulsive 5 wave. If you do get a breakdown below 640, then you know that you have definitely made some toppings, and you should be looking for somewhere around that 575. Not something for everybody, only for people that are Lilly focused people. Back. Spotify. I wanted to have an alert on Spotify. I did. I really, really did. And I simply just couldn't find something that was priced good enough that you would get better than 100% trade while taking a strike somewhere at the money, somewhere around 240, 225. Didn't really want to go to 225, even though your gap fills below 225. And I just couldn't find one that I was beating my chest confident enough about. But a couple of you guys did trade Spotify. Saw some messages in the room that you guys took your profits. Absolutely fantastic trade. Bigger, broader, wider view, like I've shared. This looks to me like an ABC, period, the end. ABC coming off of the bigger, broader, wider view of having just made it back right to the 50 retracement of the greater than minus 80% drop. So while we're on that, I will bring up PayPal, since they are reporting today. And here's your bigger, broader, wider view, as PayPal is trading at minus 80% from the all-time highs placed over here back in July of 2021. Baba, same shit. I can go even wider on Baba. I think I have a clean version of Baba. Yeah, I do. Minus 80% being down here at 63.86. Complete total view, all time. Up she goes and down she craters, because China is fucked. And China's going to go on to the Chinese New Year starting this weekend, which at the end of this video, you have to do this. You have to do this. So SPX, looking at the week to date only, because that's what everybody wants, is a zoomed in view, because we've covered the wider, broader spectrum, understanding that March comes after February and April comes after March. 49.30. Couldn't get it yesterday. Could not get it. Could not get it. Could not get it. And then again, right here, end of the day, 2 o'clock. Dip right back up to that same 49.50 resistance. And then that last 20 minutes, like I showed you there on the calls, pop, got your pop. Bring it into let's go 15 days. We're literally nowhere for the last couple of days, flagging right out, nowhere. As you see here, nowhere. Nothing has been nothing. So no reason to cover it anymore. Trade 49.20 on the puts, 49.50 on the calls when you are down there at that 49.30, or better yet, down at that 49.18, 49.06 area. You can look back at the 49.50 calls, understanding buying your calls. You're swimming uphill. So QQQ, leave you with that. Again, here, zoomed in view, looking at a 15 days. Not much damage. Haven't really busted below that 425 area. 424.50, 423.50, that's when you start to get a couple of warning signs. And if you are going to get cracks, they're going to come out of NVIDIA. And if those cracks are going to come out of NVIDIA, that crack is going to lead to a hell of a lot more than just dropping down below 660. But with their earnings coming out and with how stupid people really are out there, I wouldn't be looking for NVIDIA to be dropping down to 600, 550 between the next 3 days. So it is what it is. You got what you got. We have again, in the trade room over on the spreads, trade's already out there for today. Take $2. It's only 67% return. Now, the 49.20 puts yesterday is only 300%, and then it was only 100% later in the day. I did not alert this because the fucking thing was putting me to fucking sleep in the end of the fucking day. 20 minutes into the close, 30 cents up to 380, plus 1100%. And I know I'm going to get a message from somebody to say, why didn't you alert that? Why didn't you say to buy the 49.50 calls? Why didn't you do that? What kind of service is this? Well, tell you what, get two phones, put them together, and do what I'm about to show you here at the very end of this video. But for you, Jim, I booked my flights. I booked the hotel. I will see you at the Shangri-La Mactan Island in Cebu on March the 2nd. They've even got a mini golf. They have a mini golf course. So if you want to go out there and get a round of 18 and shoot the shit, it's your day off, dude. You're over here in my country, so look forward to it. Anyway, guys, have a great morning. 49.20, 49.50. See you guys in the chat room.
Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? Hello? Yeah, how can I help you? Is it Chinese restaurant? Yeah,